Hello everyone. Today we'll solve another popular question on Codeforces, that is pleasant pairs. So the problem states that you are given an array a1, a2 to an consisting of n distinct integers. Count the number of pairs, a pair of indices ij such that I is less than j and element at index I into element at index j is equal to summation of I and j. Now I think that the problem statement is clear enough. So let us see about the input format. So the first line of input contains one single integer t, that is the number of test cases. The second line or the first line of each test case contains one integer n, that is the length of the array, and the second line of each test case contains n space separated integers, that is the array of length n. It is guaranteed that all elements are distinct. It is also guaranteed that the sum of n over all test case does not exceed 2 into 10 power 5. Now they have also requested a specific output format. So it says that for each test case, output a number of pair of indices ij such that I is less than j and a of I into a of j is equal to I plus j. Now they have given us some sample input and the expected output. So going through the problem statement, the naive or the brute force solution that can come to the mind is that select an element and compare it with all other elements in the array. And if this condition holds true, then simply increment the counter. Now this approach might work, but the as our n goes from 2 to the power 2 to 10 power 5, it will result in time limit exceeded for very high number of for very large array. So with that in mind, this won't work and we'll have to think about some optimized approach. So let's try to optimize our approach. So this is a given condition, that is a of I into a of j must be equal to I plus j. So one thing that we can observe from okay, so let's assume our I to be 1 and a of I to be 4. Now no matter what the a of jth element be, the result of this expression will always be 4 into x. Now if we want to match this LHS, that is a multiple of 4, what value must j contain so that it is also a multiple of 4? So the possible values for j are 3, as 3 plus 1 is 4, which is a multiple of 4. Again it can be 7, so that 7 plus 1 is 8, which is also a multiple of 4. It can also be 11, so that 11 plus 1 is 12, which is also a multiple of 4, and so on. So thinking of uh, with this approach in mind, let us discuss the algorithm. So for algorithm, first we'll run a loop I from 1 to n. In the second step, we'll run a loop j from starting from a of I to n and incrementing it by a of I every time. In the third step, we check the condition that if I is less than j and array of I element at index I into element at index j is equal to the summation of I plus j. And if it is true, then we'll increment our counter. And finally, we'll return a counter. Now, some of you might be confused in the second condition. So, this second condition basically is uh, going through our initial discussed approach. So if let's say that I is 1 and so a of 1 a of I, that is a of 1 is 4. So what the element at index the element the possible values of j must be 4 minus 1, that is 3. So it is so same is depicted here. So a of I minus I, that is 4 minus 1, that is 3. Now how now what is 7? 7 is basically 3 plus 4, or 3 plus a of I, that is 7. What is 11? 11 is again 7 plus a of I, that is 4. So this is what this condition states. Now, as we have discussed the algorithm, let us discuss the code for the program. So in the code, first we are taking the input, the number of test cases. Now for each test case, we are taking an integer n, that is the size of the array. Then we are accepting the array of size n in a vector, and we are also declaring a variable count, that is our final result. Now, according to the steps, we are first running a loop I from 1 to n. So we are running a loop from 1 to n, and we are running a loop j starting from a of I minus I, that is a of I minus I to n, and we are incrementing it by array of I each time. And in each iteration, we are checking the condition. If the condition is satisfied, we are incrementing the counter. And after we have traversed all the elements, we are simply printing out the result. So this was the whole code. Now let's test our code with respect to the sample output. So I've pasted the output, and the result is 113, the same 113. So our code works and our solution is correct. Now I've already submitted the code just moments before, and as you can see, it was accepted. So our code works. So this was it for the video. Thank you.